what's up everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today we're doing the what's next on David Morrell Jr., the undefeated WBA regular super middleweight champion at 168 pounds, following another successful title defense against little-known Brazilian Yamaguchi Falcao, as he dominated him and stopped him inside of 1 round to retain his title. So I thought it was 2 rounds. This was the first or second round. But Morrell, another win. So before we get into that, if you guys could smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate any and all support as I try to grow my channel. If you don't like what I'm doing, give me a thumbs down or leave me a comment letting me know why. So back to Morrell. Morrell, good win. You know, to stay busy, that's what you do. When you take on guys that don't have a big name, you're supposed to breeze through them. You're supposed to dominate them. You're supposed to knock them out. You're supposed to take them serious, so you can do that. And Morrell did his business. Now, obviously, Morrell wants a big fight next. Is he going to get it? We don't know. Let's run through the top 10 and see what could be possible for him following this victory. We start with number 1, the undisputed champion, Canelo Alvarez. Not likely. Even though he holds a portion of one of the belts that Canelo has, even though the WBA wants to consolidate all their belts, they're not going to force Canelo to fight a guy like Morrell next, who doesn't have a big name, and when Canelo has all other options. They want to keep their belt on Canelo as long as they can. So a fight with Canelo is not even possible, so Morrell shouldn't be dreaming that far ahead. Then there's David Benavidez, the WBC interim champion. I absolutely think this is a possibility. Is it going to happen? I don't know. I think Benavidez, after beating Plant, is going to want to fight a Demetrius Andrade or a Charlo next. I don't think he wants to take a step back in terms of name recognition after Plant. I don't think he's going to take a step back and fight a guy like Morrell, who's dangerous, who's high risk, low reward. I don't think he's going to want to do that. I think it's possible, but I don't think he's going to want to do that, so I'm not seeing it. Then you got John Ryder, the WBO interim champion. He's fighting Canelo next on May 6th. If he loses, which he likely will, I think that, to be honest, I think if Ryder loses, he has a better chance of fighting Morrell than if Ryder were to win. But I see Ryder losing, and I don't even know if it'd be possible anyways with them having rival promotions. Then Caleb Plant. Interesting battle here. Would Plant want to come back against a guy like Morrell, who's dangerous, who packs power? I don't know. Caleb Plant's good, smart, probably would be the favorite coming into a fight with Morrell. But does he want to take that risk? I don't think Plant, coming off of a loss to David Benavidez, would want to fight Morrell next, even though it's possible, and I like the matchup. Daniel Jacobs, not likely. I don't think Daniel Jacobs wants any of that smoke. He's been out of the ring for over a year now. I'm not sure at his age if he's even interested in boxing anymore or taking it serious, so I don't see this one. Then there's Demetrius Andrade. If for some reason Benavidez moves in another direction and Andrade really wants to make a dent, I could see him fighting because they're both PBC guys, but I don't think Andrade, if he's going to take a risk, it's going to be against a name. I don't think he's going to want to fight Morrell. Vladimir Shishkin. This might be the most logical and possible guy that Morrell could fight next. I think the PBC is going to be frustrated for Morrell, and they're going to push him to fight a guy like Shishkin next, because they're PBC guys. I think it makes sense. I think it's a good matchup, and I think if it's anybody, it's going to be Shishkin. Anthony Durrell, former world champion. Unless this guy is just a glutton for punishment, coming off of a knockout loss, a brutal one last year to Caleb Plant, I don't see the aging Durrell wanting to fight him. I think he's definitely in his twilight and considering retirement, so I don't see that one. And then there's Edgar Berlanga. He's fighting for DAZN now, and Golden Boy, I think he's with Matchroom. I don't see him fighting. I don't see a fight with him and Morrell being made. Cross-promotional fight, not seeing it. So, for me, in the top 10, there's possibilities. You know, there's your David Benavidez's, Caleb Plant's. Those are probably the desired opponents after Canelo, of course. But the logical one, in my opinion, is probably Vladimir Shishkin if you're taking a top 10 fighter seriously. But, you know, you also, the PBC has other guys that aren't in the top 10 they could throw at him. Caleb Truax. That dude is a former champ, you know? He's an older fighter. He fought Caleb Plant a couple years ago before Plant fought Canelo, you know? If Truax would be interested, I could see Morrell and Truax fighting. But I would really like him to take on a serious contender. And if it's not Plant and if it's not Benavidez, why not Shishkin? I like that fight. Shishkin looked good against Jose Ustadegi, who's also a possibility, but I don't think Ustadegi would want that fight. But again, why not fight him? Why not fight Shishkin? I think that fight makes a lot of sense. So that's it. That's what I got. That's my what's next on the undefeated WBA regular super middleweight champion of the world at 168 pounds, David Morrell Jr. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.